and I'm only sharing this because I know Allison Yusuf said that most of you are authors doing low content books. But if you're only doing print books and people refund your book, unless your refund numbers are crazy, which I've never seen, Amazon pays you the royalty on the refunded book, and because they don't actually put the book back into stock, they send it to a liquidator, and so they technically have to give you the royalty because the book is out there. So, if I buy your book, right, and I say it's garbage and I send it back to Amazon, you're still keeping your royalty because Amazon's not keeping the book. They're not putting it back on the shelf. I don't know if you knew that or not, but anyway, it's kind of interesting. Okay. And right, when someone buys, when someone buys a book and let's say they live in Australia, Amazon has a book printing warehouse in one of their warehouses nearby that person's home, has a printer in it that will print your book and ship it to them from Australia. So it doesn't come from Amazon US. It's printed locally. I live in Canada, and when I buy my books, they come from a printer like 45 minutes from my house. So I think that's really cool. I don't know. Most of you probably know how that works. But anyway, I'm going to show you some of my book titles just because what I do is weird. My books are 20 pages, okay? Cinnamon, a horse forced into the sex trade. Told you it was weird. The cat that shat. We're not camping. Mom and dad lied. We're homeless. When parents go to jail. Mom's only fans. New beginnings from difficult choices. Daddy's a simp. Don't expect much inheritance. How daddy got an STD. Or Furious George tears off your mother's face. Right now, I have 6 comic books published, 90, I think I'm 91 low content books. I'm going to show you one in a minute. And 4 of the multi-volumes that I just showed you. That's my entire repertoire of books. And books, for me, books is what is my biggest income source. Selling books through Amazon, print on demand, royalties from Amazon, my biggest single source of income. Okay, so these books, check these books out. Okay, this was like, I had this dumb idea 2 weeks before Valentine's Day. And in the back of my mind, I always wanted to, how many of you have heard of like Unsplash or Pixabay? You know those websites where you get images for free, the stock images for free? Just so in the back of my mind, right, I've been using those sites too for years. And in the back of my mind, I always had this thought, like, how cool would it be if I could make a book that was 100% free content from one of those websites without adding any value to it whatsoever, except for making, like, gimmicking, packaging it, marketing it, you know what I mean? This is what I came up with. I'm going to show you this, okay? And I just want to share this because it gets you thinking differently, right? This was like, for a long time, this was like, I needed to do this. And when I did it and I sold a bunch of books, I was so happy. So I came up with this idea, right? Where I just went to, I got this book called, there's one called Girls and one called Guys. These books are identical, except for one has girls in it, one has guys in it. And it's called Girls I Stopped Following for You. And then I made this TikTok video where I said, I've come up with hey guys, I've got the perfect gift for your girlfriend for Valentine's Day. It's called Girls I Stopped Following for You, right? And inside this book is just a bunch of girls from Unsplash or Pixabay or whatever, right? And they kind of look like Instagram models. So it's like this joke where, like, hey, look at all these girls I stopped following since we started dating because I love you so much, babe, right? And this was the whole thing. This was it. It's just pictures of girls. It's just a joke gift. It's not made to be real, like a real book that you sit down and read. This is a $10 joke gift you give to your girlfriend or your boyfriend who has a good sense of humor on Valentine's Day. It's a novelty and it sells unbelievably well. And it was just like the stupidest little idea that turned into profit. So I'm not telling you this to be like, look at me, how cool am I? I'm telling you this to be like, hey, you can do this. I'm going to give you the template for this at the end, so stick around. There's nothing to this. This book is just a bunch of stock images with a title that makes it a unique novelty and a cool joke gift. So sometimes a low content book doesn't even have to be about the content. It could just be about the joke itself, the packaging around it, the idea around it. So hopefully this makes you think in a different way. This makes you approach some of the low content, like you're doing low content books. I want to help you as much as I can with that because that's what I do. Okay, you know what? Let's do this here. I was gonna read all these off like, oh, you could do this and you could do this and then you could do this. And just take a screenshot. Here's all the different ways people monetize. I do almost all of these things except for the nudes, because so far, like Cameo, nobody wants to see me naked. Okay, I promised this in the beginning. Let's say you don't want to make videos on TikTok, right? You're camera shy. You maybe don't have ideas for videos, or you don't have a good camera. I use my phone. I get it. There's other ways. And when I came up with this idea, and I'm not going to say this was like my idea, I'm some special person, but I came up with the idea uniquely for myself. So when I discovered this, it was a big deal to me. There are a ton of big creators on TikTok. And if you look at their bio, the description, underneath their username on their page, they put a PO box address. And not only do they put a PO box address, but they go live and open the random stuff we send them, unrehearsed. They're just opening up boxes and they have no idea what's inside. So if I send, a dead baby's coloring book to these PO boxes, they're going to get opened live in front of their audience on TikTok, and I'm going to get free advertising. And there are hundreds of creators who have 1 million+ followers who publicly advertise their PO box on their TikTok account. So if you wanted to, right, you could search TikTok for PO box and go through, and find the creators that you think might resonate, or their followers might resonate with your product, your service, your offer, whatever that is. And if you can come up with something creative to mail to them, even if it's just a copy of your book, if your book alone is funny or interesting, that's gonna resonate. So you can expose your stuff to millions of people's followers for free, or virtually for free, the cost of a package and your product. That's how easy it is to get it into the hands of these people with huge followings. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you how to 10x this strategy. Oh my God, I just said 10x. Horrible. 10x. Who says that now? Grant, that's a Grant Cardone thing. Okay, we're going to 11x. We're going to 11x it, everybody. We're 11xing now. These PO box haul videos that people do, they're so trendy and they go so well on TikTok. I just find the whole thing kind of fascinating that, someone said, hey, Brad, will you set up a PO box? And I'm like, no, I have enough garbage in my house. But a lot of people love to get free stuff in the mail. So, it's a great strategy. But if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you how to 12x it. Okay, so bar we've covered. 1, 2, 3, 4. How to get massive exposure without making vids. PO box strategy. Simple. All right, my biggest aha moments you can learn from. Here's what's coming up. You can now avoid my mistakes, because my mistakes, they cost me a lot of money. My aha moments. Aha moment number 1, weird works well. I've already told you that. I make my whole strategy is this. I have a book, a humor book. I call them children's books, and I say, hey, my name is Brad Goss, and I write books for children. We're not camping. Mom and Dad lied. We're homeless, right? And then I read you the entire book, and I show you all of the pages. I give away 100% of this book to you on the video, right? And people even comment, and they say, why would I buy the book? You just gave it to me for free. And I'm like, don't. But when you get millions of views, people buy the book. It's that simple. You show them the whole book and they still buy it. So that's my entire strategy. Just putting it out there. I show them everything. I'm like, I read the whole thing, and Mom and Dad Lied, We're Homeless is available on Amazon, and people buy it. That's my whole strategy. Basic, it's the book's a joke, ends with a punchline. It's kind of funny. Some people love it. Some people think it's cheesy. Doesn't matter. 1 million people watch the video. Thousands of people buy the book, or hundreds of people buy the book, depending. So this one here is a good example. 1.1 million views on me reading a book called Dad's a Cuck, and it pulled in. These are the royalties that one video went viral on that book, and these are the royalties that book generated in 1 month. Here's another. So my cost was $4. Buying my own book and spending 3 minutes making a 45-second video. That's it. My videos take 45 seconds long. That's how long it takes me to read one of my books. My books are literally 20 pages. Not only are my books 20, my books are 24 pages. I'm sorry, because I think that's the minimum number of pages you can have. And so what I had to do was I put ads in the back of the book for other books, because I needed to fill the pages. That's how low my page count is. Several pages in the back are ads, and they still get good reviews, right? So the books are like maybe 18 pages of content, 6 pages of ads. That's my whole strategy, right? I read you the whole thing on the video. You like the video, you buy the book or you don't as a gift, whatever. Money gets made. I don't boost the videos. I have done it. I have done some advertising, but these videos I'm showing you here were not boosted. There's another book here, Cinnamon, 900,000 views. Here's another one, Mom plus Dad plus Chad, Your Parents Have Formed a Triad, 1.2 million views, cost me $4 buying the book. Here's another one, Gluck Gluck 3000, one of my new books from this year, 4.5 million views, $4 is all it cost me. I bought my book. It's all it cost me to get this video to go viral. I read the book. There's no special effects. There's no explosions. I don't do any singing or dancing. I do have jingles, but I don't use them in these videos. I use them in YouTube videos. One video can drive hundreds or thousands of book sales. Here's another example. This video, I posted this. Look what time I posted this, right? Remember I said post times don't matter? I posted this video at 1 o'clock in the morning, right before I went to bed. I was up late. I was doing some work, and then I uploaded this video and I went to bed. And I think it's actually up to 6.6 million views, but when I took this screenshot, it was at 6.1 million views. This book, now here's the funny thing. I wrote this book 6 months earlier, and I read it already on TikTok, and it didn't go viral. And all I did differently, and take from this what you want, right? But all I did differently was sometimes I show the cover of the book and I tell you the name of the book, and then I read it and it goes viral. And sometimes I do that and it doesn't go viral. But then I will start with the book open and show you page 1, right? And say, like start reading the book and you don't know the title. And then I get to the end. This is what I did with this book. This book's called Cucumber Curtis Can't Come to Dinner. It's about a cucumber. You can fill in the blanks, no pun intended. And this book, the first time I read it, I showed the book cover up front. And because the name of the book kind of gave away what was happening, it gave away the joke a bit too much, the video didn't go viral. So then months later, and that book probably only sold a handful of copies, maybe 100 copies over the course of whatever since I had created the book. Then I made this video at 1 o'clock in the morning, uploaded it at 1:09, and it's over 6.6 million views now, I can tell you that. But here we have 6.1 million views, and here is the money that this one book made. Cucumber Curtis became my bestseller in January, February, and it pulled in over 10K in royalties. This isn't gross sales. These aren't gross Amazon numbers. This is my cut that they send me in book royalties from one video that was 3 minutes of work. Okay, the book was more work, but 3 minutes of work to make that one video, 45 seconds of actual video time, or whatever it was. Was it 45 seconds? This video here was 58 seconds, and it made this much in royalties. Now, I'm not a math whiz, but you can imagine what 14x that number might look like. So again, cost me $4, took me 3 minutes. Aha moment number 2. Okay, so you're watching this, and you're thinking to yourself, this is going to be hard, right? The harder I work on a video, the less money I make. This